My name's Hart, and today I'm doing day in the life of a plumber. We're doing a boiler upgrade today, so we're taking out an old open vent boiler and we're going to update it. I'm going to put a combi in. We're going to put the combi in the airing cupboard, which I'll chat a little bit about that in a minute, but I'll just show you flue and I'll show you boiler first, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. I'll probably go sit in van and just tell you what we're going to do, because it's better than doing it in front of customer really. So the flue on the right here, that's the flue for the boiler we're working on. The two that's on the left, I would imagine they've had a new boiler and the installer's left the old flue in, but I'm not sure, but that's what I would expect. What we've got the boiler. It's got an old Baxi boiler in this cupboard here, and we're going to take this boiler out and we're going to cap the pipes off. We're going to remove the pipes that go up there, and then we're going to put a combi up in the airing cupboard. Just at the builders merchants now, just trying to get some matching bricks for the flue hole. So I'll just show you these here. These look a fairly good match, so I'm going to choose these. I'll go back in shortly and I'll show you what we're doing, and I'll show you the boiler on the wall. But the gas has been a bit tricky really. We've cut a few flaws up where we thought it might be, and it wasn't there. So we've actually chased the board really, cut a bit more out, and finally we've found the gas upstairs. Which, to be honest, we've put a bit more effort in to finding that gas than maybe we should have done, but at least when the job's done there won't be a gas pipe running up the outside of the house. I don't like gas running up outside if we can avoid it. I know sometimes we have to do that, and it is the quickest way to do it, but yeah, so the gas will be internal, it won't be run up outside wall. The waste pipe for it, so the condensate, we're going to use a condensate pump, and that's going to pump up into the loft, and there's a soil pipe up in the loft, so we don't have to run the pipe for the condensate down the outside either. So the outside should look quite nice. The boiler we're using, so people's asked what boiler we're going to use, which we're going shortly, and I'll show you anyway, but we're using a Viessmann boiler on this. I gave the customer a couple of different options. I give her a quote for a Baxi boiler with a 10-year warranty, a Baxi Platinum, and I give her a quote or a quotation for the Viessmann boiler, also with a 10-year warranty. Both very, very good boilers. The customer decided to go for the Viessmann, hence the reason we're fitting a Viessmann on here. Yeah, so let's go in. We'll go inside now. We'll have a look. We've removed the boiler from here now, the old boiler. The pipes that we've got down, coming down there, the one on the right, that's the gas pipe, which we're going to have to cap off because we're not able to get onto that. The one on the left and the one in the middle is the flow and the return. Them ones, we're just going to cut them as high as we can because we've traced them, so we know that these are going to both be dead. And then we've just got to brick this flow up here and just tidy all this back up, and then obviously put this cupboard door back on. We're just going to have a look upstairs. We'll have a look at the new boiler. If you can see there, just in the middle there somewhere, there, we've done the core drill for the flue. So that's all done. We're not putting gas down here, and we're not putting condensate pipe down here because we've managed to do it internally. I'm just going to nip and show you one down the street where they've done it externally, and then you can see which one you think is best. Just look at that one there, where they've done that gas pipe outside the house. That's what we could have done, but I didn't want to do it like that. I don't think that looks very nice. Just before I show you the new boiler, what I'll do is I'll show you the clip from the previous video, and that's the hot water cylinder and what we removed. So I'll add that now. And then in this cupboard here, we've got the hot water cylinder. So how this works is you have two pipes coming from the boiler downstairs, and this pipe here, I know that pipe on the left is the flow from the boiler, and it goes up there. It's got your air separator, goes back down, and it goes to your pump. And then if you can't see it, but there's an arrow on that pump, and it pumps down, and it pumps down towards the three-way valve there. And one way goes round there, goes round coil, and that heats the hot water. And then the other side of this is this one here, and then that goes round the heating. That pipe there on the bottom of the cylinder is the return. So what we're going to do, or what I'm quoting to do, is put a new boiler in this cupboard. And the reason for that is because we've got all those pipes here already. So we've got this hot water pipe there. So we can cut this back and we can use that for the hot water. We've got some cold water there, which is going up to the header tanks. And then, as I've said already, we've got this flow. So it's this flow here comes from the boiler, so we will not be using that pipe. What we'll be doing is the flow here, this flow goes to the heating system, and that's the flow we will be using from the new boiler. And then obviously this pipe here is the return, and we'll use that. And back at the boiler downstairs, we'll cap one of them off, or we'll try and cut the pipework back the best we can. We've got the boiler on the wall here now. We've just put the flow in there. We just need to seal that up. I'll show you outside. In fact, I'll show you outside now, and then we'll have another look at the So we've got this flow just there. Yep, you can see it. That's this flow outside. So that's been sealed with sand and cement, and it's also got the flue on as well. So there's no white on show. So the flue is on correctly. We'll go back inside now and have a look inside. Just have a quick look inside this boiler and just see, if we have a look inside, we can see we've got stainless steel heat exchanger, which I would say is probably one of the best heat exchangers on the market. Copper pipes. These used to be rubber hoses in the old model, but they've changed them to copper now. It does have plastic components inside this, but Viessmann have a built-in shock arrestor. I don't know of any that's ever had a problem with the plastics leaking inside. So they're just good quality, really. We've got as a mega filter down there. We've got the condensate pump there. That goes up into the loft. That cold water pipe there, we had to leave in because that feeds something else as well. We've got the controls are over here. Customer just wanted a simple control, so we've got the ESI controls, and that conforms with the new regulations for Boiler Plus. So that's it really. So we're getting there now. Just a few finishing touches. We've tested gas. We're just going to do electrics shortly. Well, electrician's going to do electrics. Finish electrics off. Yeah, it's going good. If you've got any questions, please ask them in comments below. And thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. I hope I covered everything you need.